NUGEN Audio is a software developer. We primarily make plugins for audio processing. We do make a couple of standalone applications as well. It's mostly to do with loudness management, surround processing, and kind of various utility and analysis tools.
What would be some of your more popular plugins?
So I would say our kind of flagship product is VisLM. That is our timecode locked loudness meter with a history function. I think it's fair to say that VisLM has kind of become the industry standard tool for loudness measurement. So it's used in most TV networks, most kind of on-demand streaming services, and so on. And then kind of secondary to that, we have a product called Halo Upmix, which is a stereo to surround and also surround to surround upmixing tool. So that can upmix audio from stereo up to 5.1, 7.1, 7.12, 7.14, and first, second, and third order ambisonics. So yeah.
For someone that's new to plugins, they may have experimented with ProTools and are trying to figure out what to do next. Why should they consider NUGEN? What will you provide them?
I would say the main reason to consider NUGEN is that we cater to all levels in the industry. So we make plugins which are relevant for hobbyists, so at quite a low price point, but we also make really kind of high level, high end tools as well, like the two tools I've just mentioned, VisLM and Halo Upmix. Those are pretty in-depth, high end tools that people will use at all levels of the industry.
Well, when you talk about all levels of the industry, if I'm a hobbyist getting started and I buy one of your starter plugins, what am I trading off for the lower price? Is it lower quality or what?
All of the tools that we make are held to the same high standards. So the lower price point doesn't necessarily mean that it's doing a worse job. It just means that the lower price points are for the kind of simpler tasks. So some of the lower price point tools that we have might be for phase alignment, or might be for A/B or blind A/B testing. We also make some kind of lower level stereo manipulation tools. Again, still using the same high quality algorithms under the hood. The main difference is that you might have slightly less tweakability, or you might have slightly less channels that you're able to work in. So more of our high level tools will be, as I said, working in 7.12, 7.14, Dolby Atmos and so on.
For someone that hasn't heard of NUGEN and hasn't used your products, what is important for them to remember?
We are, in many ways, particularly in the audio post world, we are considered kind of the industry standard. So I think it's a kind of getting on board with NUGEN from your entry point is a really great way to start. It's similar to starting out with ProTools. If you start out with one of the lesser known DAWs, then all that's going to happen is you're going to get a few years into your audio journey and you're going to have to relearn to do everything with ProTools. I think that starting with NUGEN, because every audio post house is using VisLM, we're using Halo Upmix and so on, it means that you're on the right path from the ground up, rather than learning to use maybe an off-brand loudness meter or whatever and then having to relearn later on.